said, with your approval, without, I'm handing the banner to some young people. I'm telling you, and I'm from Canton, Ohio. We still have Juneteenth every year, and it's growing. Thank you.
Collaborate together, because that's the first event the community tribe put on was Juneteenth. So I would love to collaborate with you with that. Announcements.
We have two vendors in the house. Miss Juliet, would you stand and tell us a quick snippet about your business?
I am a retail, so really just fun, but I go around and I give the best of the best jewelry, and I like to resell it. So this is what I do for, it's actually fun for me to do this, so, you know, this is one of my passions.
Thank you for your
I
business.
see.
Miss Roberta, please stand. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Oh, I'm Roberta Rogers, and I add a little link to things. I love mirrors and purses and lots of neat little stuff, and I just add a little shine and bling to it.
So we ask that you all take a moment and visit the tables before you come over for refreshments, if that's all right. Is that all right? All right. You can just walk on by, you know, in church when you just do that lap. Just go on by that lap and come on out. We want to support these ladies, so thank you for coming out. All right. So tomorrow is Kahumba. Everybody say Kahumba. Kahumba. Kahumba means creativity, and that will be celebrated and hosted by the Black social workers tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and it's at the Akron. I had it. It's at the Unitarian Universal Church, and that's out in Fairlawn. If you need the exact information, we'll give you a call. All right? Thank you. Any other announcements?
Yay, Bo.
A lot of times when you have children and somebody decides to take your children over, you would be quite foolish if you didn't stand up and say something about it. We had not been doing the Juneteenth up on Hawkins and with the city because of certain situations. And they were legal, and but we're coming back. We had a certain time that we couldn't do things, and so when I made it where other people could do it, they chose to do it their way instead of going the established way. And I'm not saying that the established way was the only way, but it was working. And so, you know, I take little situations like that where there's just a few people, and I'll just use the scripture where it says, can these dry bones live again? Because even though they tried to suck the whole life out, when I was doing the parade was starting to grow, but they said, well, from now on, you're going to have to put $2,000 up front before you can have a parade. And so we had to stop doing the parade. Once we got over 50 food vendors, they started making us have to get a $250 fire extinguisher. The health department wasn't concerned about the people at first. So they said, well, we got so many people and they're eating food. So they started out charging us $5 per food vendor. And then it went up to $150, and they had to have the money there a week before the event, along with paying $250 for a fire extinguisher. And along with supposedly broke the stage, and I got sued for $3,500 and was told that I would never be able to use the city stage again. So I had $1 million worth of insurance, but they had a clause in there that said a give me, lend me, and let me borrow clause. They don't have to pay it. So I got that lawsuit on me, and they wanted $1,000, and you know, it just went on and on. So it wasn't like I just stopped. And I was on television, and when we defeated the mayor's sewer project, he pulled the plug. So that was 90% of my income that was gone. So, you know, we can, anyway, like I said, and the scripture says, can these bones live again? And they are coming alive, and they're going to have sinew, and they're going to have flesh, and we're going to be even bigger than before. God bless.
I say.
Along with that, prophecy said, no longer talk to the dry bones, talk to the wind. And the winds are young people. So the young people will blow those bones to connect back together. So, before we close with the secret prayer, may I ask my elder Kavina come up, and my elder Kwame Williams come up.
We got Russ.
Just wanted to share with folks, we've been going over all the principles. This coming Friday at 6 o'clock at the Acme 1 on Market Street. If you're interested, we're going to have the game Cash Flow 101. If you've ever been interested in learning about investment property, how to invest, I encourage you to come out. We have room for about 18 people on the board. If we don't have enough, if we have more than 18 people, we'll team folks up. But this is going to be a perfect opportunity to learn how to take these principles that we're learning and apply them in our community. For those that don't know, I'm the councilman for this ward. Many people ask, how do we rebuild our community? This is a perfect way for you to establish passive income for your family, learn how to establish passive income for your family, and at the same time, come and learn about a plan to rebuild our community, a workable